You know, a truly great story, it all starts with a hook, right? So today, we're going to tear one apart. We're looking at some actual role-playing game notes to figure out what makes a hook really work. And honestly, it boils down to a pretty simple formula. You build up a sense of calm, and then you just absolutely shatter it.
And this is that shattering moment. It's the explosion, the big bang that gets the whole adventure rolling. But, to really get why it hits so hard, we've got to go back. We need to see how the Game Master carefully, deliberately set the stage for this exact moment of chaos. So, let's start at the beginning. You might think the hook starts with all the action, but it doesn't. A really good hook starts with the opposite. It starts by establishing the status quo, You gotta show everyone what normal looks like right before you blow it all up. And here it is. This is that normal moment. Imagine this. Our heroes, they're just coming off a big win, right? They've spent the summer fighting goblin tribes and came out on top. They're healed up, they've got plenty of supplies, and their pockets are full. Life is good. They are, for all intents and purposes, totally safe and comfortable. But, and this is so clever, even in this moment of comfort, the storyteller plants this tiny seed of a problem. Just one little thing. With all this success, their war chest, well, it's starting to look a little thin. And that one detail, it's absolutely crucial. It's the reason they're even thinking about taking a new job. It gives them a motivation that feels real.
Okay, so the players have a reason to be there. Now the storyteller starts painting a picture. Before anything really happens, you got to make the world feel real, right? This isn't just about what's going on, it's about making you feel like you're in it. And that immersion, it's all built on the tiny details.
Just look at this sentence. So simple, but man, you can instantly see it, can't you? These old, weather-beaten buildings by the sea, and then this fresh, clean layer of snow covering everything. In just a few words, you get the mood, the atmosphere, and suddenly, Rats Harbor feels like a place you could actually visit.
And then you get details like the time. You might think, who cares if it's 6 in the morning? But it's not just filler. Stating the time, 0600, it grounds the players in the rhythm of this world. It even adds this little bit of pressure, this subtle urgency. They're not just milling about, they've got places to be, a tide to catch. It makes their actions feel purposeful. And at last, we arrive at the location itself, the Friendly Troll Inn. I love the little details here. They serve the best Kafka. See that? A made-up word for coffee that just adds a little bit of unique flavor to the world. It's in a practical spot near the docks. It's the perfect, normal, everyday kind of place to have a meeting. The perfect place for everything to suddenly go completely wrong. And here we go. It's time for things to go sideways. We've set the scene, we've established the calm, we've got all these little details making the world feel real. So now it's time to break it. This is the inciting incident. This is where the story really kicks off. So the players are just settling in, maybe ordering some of that Kafka, and in walks their new client, a sharply dressed elf, name of Selmo Tet. And this guy, he's the answer to their only problem, right? That dwindling war chest. He is literally their next paycheck. He's hope, he's opportunity, walking right through that door. And then in about 5 seconds, all that hope is just gone. Let's run through this, it happens so fast. The door bursts open, a cloaked figure is there, raises a crossbow. A bolt flies across the room, right into the back of Motay's head. The client dies instantly. The assassin drops the crossbow, slams the door shut, and vanish. It's fast, it's brutal, it's a total shock to the system. And bam, you have an instant, violent mystery sitting right in the players' laps.
So, what now? Think about what just happened. The storyteller has set the stage, given the players a problem, and then literally assassinated the solution right in front of them. The story isn't just something they're being told anymore. It's now up to them. It's their move. This is the call to action. And this one line, this is the pivot point. This is the official handoff from the Game Master to the players. The game literally switches from the storyteller telling them what's happening to asking them a question. Okay, chaos just erupted. What did you see? What are you going to do about it?
Now, for anyone who might not be familiar with these games, a perception check is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's a skill test, right? It's about how aware your character is. It's the game mechanic that lets you use your character's senses to pick up on clues, especially in a crazy high-pressure moment like this. It's what turns you from just a member of the audience into an actual investigator on the scene.
And this is where that investigation really begins. You roll the dice, and based on that, each player might get a totally different piece of the puzzle. Maybe one character caught a glimpse of a weird symbol on the assassin's cloak.
Another might have smelled something strange in the air, like a rare poison. All of a sudden, it forces the players to work together as a team, because each one might be holding a unique clue to solving this whole thing.
And that really gets to the heart of why this hook design is so brilliant. Think about it. We went from comfortable, rich adventurers having breakfast to being the sole witnesses of an assassination, with their only lead dead on the floor. So the big question this leaves us with is, how does a great story stop being a story and start being your story? Well, a hook like this is how. It transforms you from a passive audience into an active participant. It doesn't just give you a story to listen to. It gives you a problem that you, and only you, can solve.